is the problem right here. Okay. Hello, good night, everyone. I am having a little audio problem here. I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, could you please say yes, you're hearing me? Could you just put it in the comment that you are hearing me? Because I don't know exactly what is it. From the moment that I wake up, till I lay my head down, I will sing of the goodness of God. From the moment that I wake up, till I lay my head down, I will sing of the goodness of God. Even though I need to help you, I am not quite sure what is actually happening here. I don't know. So, okay. Let me actually start it over. Thank you for coming in. Welcome to Positivity Positive channel this evening. Although I'm late, I'm on my way. So, just bear with me. Anything God make you trouble. Anything man make you trouble. Mhm. Trust me. If you're hearing me, let me know. If you're not hearing me clearly, let me know. Okay? This little guy always have himself into the way. Thank you for coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live this evening. Welcome to all of you. To those that are here, those that are coming, those that are listening, those that are participating, I welcome you. I appreciate you. I'll just start now and continues. Okay. How good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity. How good are you hearing me? Let me know if you are hearing me. Loud and clear. Thank you. How good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like an ointment that runs down upon the skirt of Aaron's garment. Yes. It is a good thing to love the Lord. It's a good thing to love yourself. It's a good thing to love those around you, even if they hurt you. Love conquereth all. All you have to do is give the love, and you will conquer the worst of the worst. Yes. When they expect you to be angry, you are comfortable feeding them with a spoon of love. Try it, and trust me, you won't regret doing it. How are you doing over the weekend? How are you? I am good. I was good. Enjoying the white that you call snow. So I was good. What's wrong? Loud and clear. Okay, thank you very much. Having a little problem with the other phone, so I have to quickly put this one up. But since you're hearing, that's all I want to know, is that you're hearing me loud and clear. How did you spend your weekend? For those in the different part of the world that listen to me, because this is a World Wide Web, and everybody and anybody can hear and listen. Participate, you feel. Like the live as you come in. Subscribe to the live. Let me see that the live is active. Yeah. Okay. So, I hope you have a good weekend. In spite of many obstacles in the way, I hope you have a very good weekend. Right? I hope you get rest too. Because if you don't rest, then you will burnt out. And we don't want our people to be burnt out. We want them to rest and to pick up the mantle again. Pick up the button again and start running. Yes. Did you share with anyone this weekend? Did you share with anyone this weekend? Even a kind word? Even a good morning? Buenos dias? Yeah? Something? Oh, I know. You have. Thank you, madam. Your weekend was good. God bless. God keep. And God continue sustaining you. Just believe. For those that really weekend was not too good, don't give up. Don't worry. Don't murmur. Sometimes you cook and you're cooking all along, and this meal you're doing and you're putting your everything in it, and something went wrong. It haven't tasted the way you wanted it to taste. Don't murmur. Go back to the drawing board and then you ask yourself the question, what did I left out? You know? But season it with grace. Your food will come out according to the mood that you start your kitchen with. Start your kitchen with a good mood, your food. Yes, you didn't know that. Good. That's why when you're doing certain things, you have to be in a good frame of mind, in a good spirit. Keep singing, keep humming something, yeah, do something. Because sometimes you don't even put the amount of seasoning you want in it. And It's just nice. Yeah. So season your food with grace. Is you're not hearing me? What's wrong? So true. Thank. Okay. Good. Right. So for those that mourn, be encouraged. Be steadfast. Your tears will dry up. You're not going to be mourning forever. But keep your eyes on that person that still the water. Can I have some likes here? Can I have some likes? Come in, just touch the like button. Just click on the like button. That's all we're asking for. Likes. Just click the like button. Okay? For those that have people who is sick and into an institution, yes, you visit them, have a kind word with them. Do not put on any more pressure than that they have. You understand? Help them to heal, help them to come back to health. Because sometimes some persons sick and some of the people who visited them, some things that is to stay aside. Wait until they get out, man. Wait until they come back to good strength. Then you bring up certain things. But don't wait until they are on their sick bed, thinking about their sickness, thinking and praying within themselves to get over sometimes the things you brought up to them only make them feel worse. No. Don't treat your loved ones that way. And don't treat your relative that way. Okay? Help them to get well. Help them to be better. Okay? So, in my neck of the woods, today is the President's Day. Yes. Today, with a lot of activities all over the place, is the President's Day. So for those that are in the United States, who celebrated, who acknowledge present, past, and future, God bless. Okay? So, it is all the onus on us that we put our best foot forward. For those that have to study, and I always say this on my channel, because guess what? You are not going in it to fail. Failure is not in your book. You're going in it to win. You're going in it for better. So I'll always encourage those. Put your best foot forward. Let what you are doing reflect you at the end of the day. When you're marching in your gown and you throw that cap out and you can say, I did it. I have crossed over. I did it. That's a very good feelings. That are feelings that everyone would like to feel. Right? So keep on the prize. Keep on. Don't give up. At times it's coming like it is so hard. I can't manage. Pick up courage, man. Pick up courage. And keep going. I forget this lady name now. and I should have wrote down the name. She lost her two legs from she's 18 months old. And she's what, 30 something? Yeah, 30, well, 32 or something like that, years old now. And she took part in all activities that she can. She's wearing prostheses. She swims. She played um, um, netball, all the activities that she can manage. And she is without both leg and foot. So there was this man who were quarreling about shoes. Somebody used to give him a shoe, he didn't get the shoe, and he's upset and whatever. And he didn't get the message until he met somebody without any foot. Him have 2 foot can go into a shoes. That person have none. Yet he's quarreling for a shoes. And the person without foot is making stride. Okay? So, regardless of the situation and the problem, don't give up on yourself. Do not ask why. Because this question continue coming out of our mouth. God, why? Then I will make on me. Then, hello? Hello? For all who can hear my voice and all who join and being a supporter of me and this channel, yeah, don't give up. Whatever you are going through, the waves may be high. Your sail may be torn. But trust me, paddle through. When you get to the other end, it will be joy, rejoicing for you and for your friends and family. But first, you have to be the one that is happy. Make yourself proud before you can make anybody else proud. Okay? So, whether you are an adult going to school, child, children, whoever, it is still studying. And there is no cutoff time for persons to study. Never say, I am too old. As long as your brains are working, you are capable of doing everything and anything. So don't get up and say, well, I can't do this. You can. What name can't? Why didn't you say I will try? Hmm? Why don't you say I'll try? Don't say I can't. Tell you a thing. I grew up with water, sea and river. And I'm always in the water, be it sea or the river. And I grew up to be an adult. And I have never swim. I've never swum out to say, well then, I'm really doing this. And every time I go in the water, and I go under the water, go under, come up, and I do it. And one day I went to the sea, and I sit there and I said to myself, oh, I'm saying to myself, I can't swim. Because I keep saying that. I say to people, I can't swim. Yet I grew up where sea and river. And I sat there and I look on the sea. And like something just propelled me. And I just get up and shoot out in the water. And here am I swimming, not even. And I swam round and come on and come back. And I said to myself, But it was something easy to do. It was something easy to do. Because if you put that baby in the water, they will swim. You throw a dog in the water, he swims. If you throw a pig in the water, he swims. If you throw a cat in the water. And I said, but look at this. And all these years, I am telling myself, I can't swim, I can't swim, no. I went in the water and do it. I went in the water and do it. Right? So there is nothing named can't. Tell me you will try. Say you will try. And never give up. If you go at it and you didn't get it, go at it again. Never stop until you get it. When I was going to school, when I said teacher put up say long division, oh, my head hurts. Tell me about the other mathematics them. Arithmetic till mathematics. But when I look on them working it out on the board and come down and this, that, and go over here, some borrow from here, and you put here and you come here, and sometimes I don't even want to look. And okay, copy it off. And then I put up one more now and say you to do it. And I'm like, oh my God. This heap of numbers, huh? How do I do it? And when I leave school, and then I am doing courses here and courses there, I went and take garment construction and and realized I have to use numbers. I have to deal with numbers. I have to work with numbers. I have to work with measurement, which is numbers. So I have everything else, but I didn't have maths. And a friend said to me, you are a coward. That's the reason why. And he stayed on the phone. And when I get it, I said, oh, actually, yeah, I was afraid. Because as I see numbers, I start get, yeah. So I'll tell you what. You can do it. You can do it. I know a sculptor. She's not here. When she was 8 years old, she was going to school again to further herself in her passion. Right? So, keep on. Keep on and do. Could you please light the live on? Welcome you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are getting better every day as we go along. But give me a like. Just that thumb that is sticking up, just touch it. Touch beside it. Give me the likes. Thank you. Now, it's a mixed topic tonight, however far we are going with it. We believe, and if you ask most of us outside of the 80s, they will tell you, I believe in God. Some believe in other things. People believe in Buddha. You have the Indians that believe in cows. You have everybody carve out a God that they believe in. Right? The Christians believe, and all the belief will reach down to one thing. Don't matter what you're saying, whether it's evolution or what. It came down to one thing. There is a supreme power that rules all other power. All power is subjected to that one supreme power. So don't matter who you believe in, what you believe in, how you believe, or you don't believe at all. Will you give me a like? Could you touch the like button? Thank you for coming in. Or you don't believe at all. There is a supreme power that all other power have to subject to. Got up this morning and you pinch yourself. Yes, you're alive. You can speak. You can hear. You can see. You can walk. All your faculties are in place. All of the wiring of your brain are in place. You have the taste in your mouth, the bitter, the sweet, the salt, so your tongue is working. Because that's where you find the taste, or your taste bud, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So on the side of this side, you have the bitter. That side, you have the sweet. So, have you ever stopped to ask yourself the function of your body? How do I function? It's not by yourself. There is a power higher than the power of ourself. Because of ourselves, we have nothing. And yes, I'm going around, yeah? God is a supreme whoever and whatever you ascribe your God to be. Could be a stone, could be anything that you ascribe and you believe in. But there is one higher than the one you have. Have you ever stopped to look at the sea? This body of water. Have you ever stopped to look at the sun? And guess what? The sun is there for a barrier. That the water. And you found all of this in the scripture. Do not go further than it wants to be. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Could you touch the like button? I would love to see that. I would love to see some likes. Thank you for being here. Welcome. You're most welcome. Thank you. Have you ever think of the elements, the stars, the moon? Thank you for being here. Why did you jump off? Did you stay? Have you ever think of the trees around you, the plants? Do you draw inspiration from them? You can. When I was going to school, there was a poem in our book. It said, "The moon have a face like the clock in the hall. She shine on silver garden wall. In street and Gardensky. You look at the moon and you try to fathom. Well, guess what? You can't fathom God. He said he's too big. You can't get around him. He's too high. You can't get over him. He's too low. You can't get under him. So you have to subject yourself to somewhere. Yeah. And we believe in the Lord so much. But we ask yourself the question, do you really believe as much as you say you believe? And what do we ascribe him to be? Because some of us pray and listen to some of the wording we use. Lord, remember me. When you use the word remember, you are saying to somebody that, look here, don't forget me. So if you're going down the road, do not forget June. Remember me. Why did we pray that way? Why did we ask God to remember us? Ask yourself the question. When he said in this word, I knew you from before you were born. From before conception, I knew you. You want to beat me at that one? Aaron, God said to Moses, go down to Pharaoh. Tell him, say, me say. Well, let go my people them. Moses has grown up in Pharaoh's house. So he knew Pharaoh more than anybody else. Yet him say, Lord, I am not man of eloquent words. I am not eloquent enough to talk to this man. Send my brother Aaron. What was the answer? Who make your mouth? Who make your mouth? I knew you before you did even the egg or the whoever swim to go meet each other to form you in your mother's womb. So when we pray, why we ask, God remember me? He said, every ear on your head is numbered. I know the number. I say all of this to say, sometimes we are there and we said, we are not getting any answer. Oh Lord, we're not getting any answer. You pray amiss. You are going as if you're asking your friend to remember you. You are not praying as if you're talking to a supreme being. You are not talking to somebody who put all your joints together. What do you want to remember you for? He don't know you. So if you're going to ask him for a cup, just go straight forward and ask for the cup. Don't ask him to remember you. And so often in church you hear it. And Lord, remember me. Lord, remember me. Lord, remember my children. Lord, remember. You don't have to ask him to remember them. Whatever the condition is, and you're putting it before him, put it there and leave it there. Don't ask him to remember you. Don't tell him, say, remember me, don't have enough food in the cupboard. You want food in the cupboard? Good God, man, ask him for the food. He will send it. Somebody. One night, I went to my bed. Coming near to morning, a voice spoke to me. Called somebody name to me. And said, visit them with food. I got up the morning, you can't forget it was a Sunday morning. And we have some supermarket open on the Sunday. And I pick up my purse. And I walk down to the supermarket. I have never been to this person's house. I don't know what they eat. I don't know nothing about them. Yes, I knew the person because we see each other and said, I good. But I've never went to the person. We have never argued about what you eat, what you like, what you don't like. And I went in the supermarket and I packed 2 bags. Didn't even know where they live. And get a cab. And I asked question, and I was directed to where the persons live. And we get off the cab. And the lady looked out. And she said, oh, you find me? And I laughed. I said, I was directed here. When the bags, she said to me, who tell you? Her husband came out, they helped to carry the bag in. And when I stood there and she started to go in, I said, these are yours. And she said to me, I didn't even have sugar to make some tea for my children. She have 2 children. At the time, one was about like 3 years old, and the other was like 1 or something thereabout. And all that I packed in that bag was what she said she used. A Palmer, and I said, bye. On my way, I said, Lord, thank you. Because I don't know nothing about this woman. She testified so much. And she's still asking me, how did I know? Who tell you? Okay? So, I said all of that. Apparently, she was praying somewhere. She on her knees praying, whether stand up, sit down, lay down, whatever you do. That revelation came to me. I didn't even announce it to my house. I just get up and said, I swooped the back. Nobody from my house knew what I did. And I felt so good that it was appreciated. Her prayers have been answered. So that's why I'm saying, do not ask God to remember. He is not a forgetful God. He never forgets. He knows you. He knows your needs. What he wants you to do, to acknowledge it and tell him. Yeah. And then you go to pray. When you go to pray, he said, take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Don't go down any city and come back up with the burden where you carry down there. Put it down on your foot and left it there. Take your burden and leave it right there. When you get up, don't get up with it. It's not your burden. It belongs to him. You acknowledge that you need help. You acknowledge that he is and the only one. So leave it there. He will work it out for you. Okay? Take your burden to the Lord and leave it there. Many of us went through things that we shouldn't even be going through. The next thing we do, we went with doubt. We approach with doubt. Your faith will make you whole. He said, if you have faith like a mustard seed, you will move mountain. You don't need nobody to talk for you, you know. You don't need nobody to ask God and tell God anything for you. Where your tongue there? Where your mouth is? Talk to him for yourself. Because if I talk to him for you, they go there all over the place. I don't know if I tell him about you. But you know yourself. You know where you feel your pain. You know your valley that you're in. And you need to be out of your valley. You need to tell him. So, he will. Don't ask with a miss. Don't ask and say, don't ask with a if and a but. Go straight. Leave it there. A man went to borrow a hamper. A hamper is what they use on a donkey. It makes like this basket. For those in other parts of the world that are listening to me that don't know what is a hamper, it is a carrier that puts on a donkey to carry his load. This man went to borrow the other man hamper. And he went there. Now, and him start to talk. How are you? And where is your children? And where is your wife? And when you're going to church? And when you go, and him find everything else to talk. And the hamper I go for borrowing. He went to borrow the hamper. And he stand up there and in chatting everything else. Another man come in, Mr. John, I hamper me come borrow, you know, because so and so. Mr. John said, them round there some man, go take them up. And you know, say the hamper me did come for too. Now, if you go for the hamper, ask for where you go for. You want the hamper to put on the donkey to do your work. And you go there and find everything else to start chat. Yes. The next man just step past him and get the hamper and he stand up. Mr. John said, "Are you come here so long, Anata?" Many people, those things happen to. So even going to God, you find something else for your talk and you find everything else instead of going to ask for what you want. Then when it don't work out, you say, "God now answer my prayer." But you're joking around. You are joking around. When you are going to do something, go with faith, believing. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So you don't see it, but you know and you believe. Yeah. You have some persons go to the psychic and then believe the psychic. And when they go to God, say they go to God and I pray, they find everything else. The Lord not asking for no money, you know. He don't ask if you no pay. He not even ask if you like so me sit here and I say, "Give me a likes. Touch the like button." He not asking for that. Him not asking you no way for that. Right? All you have to do is believe. And I'm going to tell you something. It's a testimony. It's a bit frightening, but believe me, it is real as how you see the daylight and the sun come out, that it is real. I was going to church, and I tell you, when the pastor didn't get up there and they start to preach the condemnation message and they start to reel out, and you sit there in the pew and you are, "Oh my God, oh." No, I tell myself, heaven, I have to go. So I'm going to do what I have to do. Never read say, "It's not by works." So you now go work for God here. So therefore, sit and, "Oh yes, Pastor, and load it down." Oh yes. I get up on myself to say, I want to go to heaven, yeah? Because if I don't want to go to heaven, why am I going to church? What am I doing here? And I take up a 3-day fasting. And to all hearing me, trust and believe is real. People who can't read, you teach them. Be willing. I took up a 3-day fasting. What do you think I was fasting for? The pastor said, if you're not speaking tongues and filled with the Holy Ghost, you're not going to heaven. And of course, I don't want that trip to miss me. So I am going to be praying to be filled and speaking in tongues. And I take up my 3-day fasting. I start it on a Sunday night when all the house is quiet. I'm on my knees and I'm praying until I go to my bed. Monday morning break, the house been empty, and I start again. And I am reading, and I am praying, and I am telling God what I am praying for. I need to be filled, and I need to be speaking in tongues. Break in the evening, house traffic get heavy, so you deal with your people them in the house. And night come, and you start again. Tuesday, remember, Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday. I'm on the mission field, man, because trust me, I want to be Ashkalabalu. Yeah, I want to be speaking in tongues and filled with the Holy Ghost, jumping, kicking, and prancing. Wednesday, I went out after everybody's settled in bed. There's a back porch, and I went out on the back porch, and I sit there reasoning with God, and I heard a loud sound. I can only describe it as if you took two pot cover, two thing there cover, and start clanging them together. And this was what I heard. A loud clanging, humming, and it came right over the house in the direction where I am sitting. And when I looked, going through was two wings. And this thing was soaring. And you hear the clanging going, clanging. And I sit there. The whiteness was so transparent. It's like you're looking through the white. It is white. And I sat there and I look and watch that thing soar right out till I see it no more. Only still hear the clanging. And I said, Lord, what is this? I said, this must be an angel. But what kind of angel? This is a celestial being. I got up, went inside, got my broom, and I'm there reasoning with myself. I'm there reasoning until I fell asleep. Thursday morning, I got up. House empty again. I have a little New Testament Bible, and I took up the Bible, and as I opened it, there was a chapter that came to me. And I am reading, but still uncomfortable, because I hear myself, I not see myself as speaking in tongues, and all these things are going, because this me asking for. And I don't really see this going on for me. So I went in the children's room, and I was there. I prayed, and I lay across the bed, putting the Bible on my chest. I fell asleep, and a voice said to me, be careful what you ask for. There are two powers that rule this earth. the good and the evil. Thank you for being here. Please touch the subscribe, the like button. I got up and I look and I'm still alone in the house, in the room. And that voice rings in my head. Those words keep ringing in my head. Be careful what you ask for. I took the New Testament in my hand and I start reading. Tongues is a language. And this was what the Bible were telling me. And I am like, well, I'm making a fool of myself. Speak in tongues. It is a language. I'm going to say, then easier speaking language. I speak in tongues, I'm speak English, or I talk patois, or whatever dialect I do. Somebody's understanding me. Somebody know my words that I'm saying. And that was where I gathered the understanding. It said, pray, read with understanding. That was where I gathered my understanding. And it's like a teacher stood before me and was just taking me through. And I said, my God, I thank you. Those words, I don't care. I don't trouble people and their religion. I don't interfere with them. I don't. But those words have never passed through this lip again. I want to fill and speaking in tongues. No. My experience that I get, I don't ask. And if there is something I read and I don't quite understand, I prayed and asked for the understanding. So sometimes in life, there are things that we are asking for that is not for us. The next thing again, you have some persons, they and somebody have something. May I go read Psalms 51 for you? Mm, mm, mm. And you're going to do this to destroy the person. And you're going to do that to destroy the person. Can you take coal in your bosom? Can you take fire in your bosom and don't get burned? Careful what you ask for other persons, because it will be your portion. If you have questions to ask, if you have a suggestion, if you have a comment, put it down there. If I can't answer you now, I'll answer you again. Okay? There are some things in life, and life is there, is because of how we put God in a little box. We narrow him around. And some people think, God are for me, him not for you. Right? You sit and you create something in your mind. And this is what God would have done. And this is what I started off. I said, he is so big that you cannot get around him. You cannot comprehend the power of God. And we should not try to. Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Christians. Persons are coming to church. And if they say, damn, you say then, oh, you say you're Christian. Jesus did say raka. Go look up the meaning of raka mean. Yes, it's in Matthew. And then how you talk so? We must be real. We must be real. We are living in a real world. The word of God do not put us into a stiff jacket. In that even they tell us that you must be pledgeless. But many people has jumped into a stiff jacket. Angry and sin not. Hungry and sin not. Woe unto the person who cause trouble. We need to free ourselves. And when we free ourselves and our mind and stop putting God into a little box to create something that we think, oh yes, God, you start thinking for God, you can't do that. You will never be successful. You can't think for God. Yes. But here, the power of God is for his people. The next thing, there are so many disasters that went on. Earthquake there, landslide here, this here, and you listen to a lot of people. Then if God did real, he would have made this happen. Start blaming God. Start blaming God for all the atrocity that happened. Most of the things that happen, God have nothing to do with it. Even things that happen to your own self, in your own family, he has nothing to do with it. I never hear one person say one at a time say, I see it then. No. This lady lost her son in an accident. And she said, me stop, sir of God. Because if God did really, would have make my son die. And a lot of people say these things. Start blaming God. We don't blame ourselves. Some of the things is what we do to nature, is what we do that causes many of the disasters. Yet we blame God. And we blame him for everything. And him should have did love me more than how he love you. And he should protect me more than how he protect you. Hmm? These are the thinking of many people. If a person is an atheist, then you leave him out of it because him up on a different pathway. Eh? But guess what? He does not have a supply of life put down. As if he had a supply of fuel for his vehicle. So he have to still benefit from the energy that God has given. A man was in a cave, running from his pursuers. Mm-hmm. When he run to hide, all kind of things that for the people who read Bible and who go to church and blah blah will know what I'm talking about. While he was there, storm blow. While he was there, earthquake come. None of this perturbed him. He wasn't disturbed. His eyes were fixed on his guide and his protector. Fire broke out. Didn't what it said? It was a still small voice. Then he knew that I should move now. Who causes all of that? There are two powers that rule the earth. Who causes all of that? So many times when you get up and you say, well then, yeah. Yeah man, the other power is at work. He's active, he's in action. Yeah. Where I am, snowstorm the other day. And there were not one home left that the snow did not fall on their trees, on their house top, in their yard. There wasn't any, as far as my eyes could see, as far as I traveled. Everybody get it. Just like all the people said, God will fall upon, rain will fall upon one man house top. No. He fall on the just and the unjust. You're not going to get rid of them. We were going on a funeral trip once, and the bus that I was going in, my daughter at the time, she was like, what, 14, somewhere about there, between 13, 14, 12, 13, somewhere there. She was gonna travel with another person in a car, all classmates, three other classmates with her. And everything was set. And the morning I got up 4 o'clock and I prepared food to carry and all the rest of it. And she said to me, Mommy, I'm not going again. I dreamt a dream. Don't follow me. That somebody said that. I dream the car we were in ran over a wall. And I said to her, since you don't feel to come, stay. But do not leave the house. Of course, I have neighbors nearby and things like that. And we went. When we were on our way and the people in the bus were just yapping away. And I remember a lady get up and said, all of you just yapping away. We can't sing to a chorus. And no longer than she said that, the car that my daughter were supposed to be in were behind the bus. A trailer passed us. And I heard somebody from the back of the bus shout out and say, stop, stop. I call the name of the driver. They're meeting an accident. And the bus go a little way and stop. You know, it was a young driver. The car ran off the road. This was what he said. The trailer looked like it was coming in on him. And he ran off the road, went over a wall, and sits into the people in the yard. Just like how the child get it. So you know, the trip was a funeral trip. This is a delay because we have to get them to the nearest hospital. When I came back and I said to her, she said, nobody was seriously injured. You know what she said to me? Nobody injured, nobody lost their life. But maybe if I was in it, maybe it would be me. You know? So sometimes thank you, welcome for being here. All of the persons on the live, could you please touch the like button? Could you touch the like button? Please. And thank you while you do so. There are times, and all the time, most of the time, you get the revelation. You see the things before it comes. But many persons weren't where angel fear to tread. Yeah. If most person who passed away, if they should come back, they would say, you know, me never did feel for go. And you know, and them tell you. But they fight themselves and get into trouble. Absalom were in pursuit of his brother because his brother has done a heinous sin. And the Lord said to him, no. And he was so furious, and he's on his mule or whatever he was riding. And it's when the angel talked to him, come out and stop the donkey or the mule, whatever he was riding. He understand. His locks caught into an oak tree. So many times, all of you that are on here, you have a testimony one way or the other that something happened, that you got it, that you shouldn't or don't, or yes. If it's not for you, it's for somebody, your friend, somebody. And we go back again. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Put your problems into the hand of the Lord. Pray. Ask, and it will deliver them. Do not ask wavering. Do not ask, I wonder if. Put that out. If you are asking me for something, but a bit of favor or what? I wonder if my ask her it will happen. I wonder if she will give me. I wonder if she will do it. As long as that come, put it out. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. Ask. Be straight up. Be confident in what you are doing. Be confident in what you are doing. So if you're going to ask, believe in. If it don't come now, it's going to come down there soon. Sometimes it comes in such simple way that you can't even believe it. You remember, but I did. Yeah, but I did pray. But, yes. God moves in a mysterious ways. He's wonders to perform. He plant his footsteps on the sea and he rise up on the storm. The bud may have a bitter taste, but sweet will be the flower. But confident in yourself. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Your deliverance, your help is on the way. You will delivered regardless of what. He is a shelter in the stormy wind. Do not be dismayed. Yeah. The life in your body he gave to you. If it is a valley of sickness, you will deliver it. When you're up on the mountain, or when you're down in the valley, when you're on the mountain, everybody know and see you. But when you're down in the valley, you are there alone. God himself is your rescue. You understand? So for those that hear me tonight, I don't know why tonight I sound like I am on a pulpit. I'm not. on a pulpit. I'm not keeping church. As when I say, I went back to this part of it. I've never opened my mouth and used these words out of my mouth. Fill me, O Lord, with the Holy Ghost, and let me speak in tongues. Those words never come back out of my mouth. I do not interfere with people, who they worship, how they worship, when they worship. I don't interfere with them. If we have to have a reasoning on religion, because religion causes division too. Well, however you do your thing, if I happen to go in your church, I sit and I observe. Yes. I have my own experience and my own testimony. It's twice in my life I saw an angel. Twice time in my life. Understand? God always send up a protecting your guards, your guidance angel for you. Okay. So be not afraid. Don't be dismayed. Whatever your problem is, whatever, I'm speaking to somebody tonight. Believe you, I am speaking to somebody. Whatever it is, lift it up. Is it heavy? Take time, put it down on your foot. Him make you. Him put life into you. Job did said, you make Pleiades, you make Orion. Who pray the prayer where Job pray? And this is the next thing. Many people get up and say, give me the faith of Job. For heaven's sake, you can't manage the faith of Job. Ask God for your faith. Job's faith was his own. Remember, some devil, it said to God, give me a chance to trust Job and see if him not curse you to your face. Job never asked God why. When his children were going out to party, he prayed for them. He prayed for them. Yet a message come and say you lost your daughter. Him pray never ask God why. He never said why. You will understand it better by and by. Don't ask why. Don't ask for the faith of Job. Ask for your faith. Ask for your portion. Ask for your strength. Don't ask for the faith of me. Don't ask for the faith of the other person. Ask him for your faith. He will take you through. Right? So, he knows every one of us by name and by number. When the Moses and Baal God, when they set up their altar, and he said, wet the altar, pour water over the altar, because we are going to prove our God today. Over here, wet their halter. Over here, wet their halter. One prayer. And the fire licked up the water, burnt the altar. Over here were the Baals. And when they prayed and they prayed on top of their voices and they go on, Moses said, pray a little louder. It seems like your God gone for a walk. It seems like your God sleeping. Don't pray to a God that forget that you're telling him to remember. Pray to a God who knows you, who know your problem, who know what you're going through, who know that you need a deliverance. So when the bear was praying, and they pray until sunset, and there was no answer, because they were praying to Baal God. They were praying to a dead God. Yes. Yes. Nobody giving me any likes. Nobody touching the like button. Nobody touching the like button. Someone, if it's even one person, if it's even one person, touch the like button. So, we belong to a merciful and a powerful God. Each walk you walk, you need to give God thanks. And that is what many times we are locking off. We want, we want, we want. We never say thank you. We are not grateful. Be grateful of what we have and what we get. Give thanks at all times. Whether you go to church or no, give thanks. Give thanks. I'm going up to the half hour, 1.5 hour. At this time, I thank you for being here with me. I thank you for listening. And I wish for all of you who newly joined the live, joined the channel, who is here from the very first person until we reach where we are, the strength, the deliverance. I wish for all of you. I wish for all of you prosperity. Be prosperous in whatever you are doing. Be prosperous. Love yourself. Love yourself. Your first love is loving yourself. And at all times, give God thanks. He is just and He's merciful, regardless of what your situation is. Take it to the Lord and leave it there. He is kind and merciful, regardless of what. He forgave you all along of your shortcomings. So don't think that He held things against you. No. He haven't held anything against you. He is, and he will be all your end of the bargain. Because it's not him letting you go. You are the one letting him go. And don't tell yourself, oh, I'm not a Christian. I didn't come for the righteous. His word said so. He is here for everybody. Let his power overrule you. And I will be closing with this. He said, the Lord is your shepherd. And what did the other part says? You shall not want. Hmm? He maketh you to lie down in what? Green pastures. Have you ever seen the cow grazing in green pasture, in green grass? Hmm? When you say that Psalms, look at the words and hold him with those words. He said he provide for you even in the presence of your enemies. He anointed their head with oil. He said, your cup run it over. He said, surely goodness and mercy. So don't say these psalms, these words, is not to drive out devil. These words are for you and for me and for many more persons. Look at what he said. He provide for you. He carry you. You ever see sheep go drink water in a rough water? No. So he provide your food, he provide your water, he provide which part you have to lay down, he provide everything for you. He provide healing, your head anointed with oil. He provide everything for you. Read these Psalms and take them at their words. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate your love. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you. Although you haven't given me any like, you haven't touched the like button, which I wanted you to touch the like button, but nobody touched the like button. But never mind. You will be reminded to touch the like button. Be courageous. Be strong. Pray for your family. Straight to the point. Yeah. He will. You're not alone. He's with you. Love yourself. Treat yourself well. Be courageous again. Be strong in the power of his might. Thank you very much. And I'll meet you tomorrow evening, or I'll meet you tomorrow morning. Thank you. Thank you, every one of you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. I saw already, I see nobody making a comment, but whatever, maybe there is none to make. I will be with you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have yourself a good night. Rest well. Good.